mess with the boy's stuff, you know?
Shut up, fool! I slap you silly with my left titty.
Grandma, why you messing with my things?
Come here, child. Come here. Just introduce yourself to these people out there. You know, from some guy named a Puerto Rican gangster. Better watch yourself now. You know, them people right there. Yeah, they just, you know, they get guns. Yeah, guns. Get your ass over here and just introduce yourself. I think his name DJ Racer X, I know, Speed Racer, something like that. Just come on over here. Come here, child. I'm gonna cook me some grits, motherfucker. I'm gonna beat your ass.
All right, well, I'm sorry about my grandma or grandpa, but you know what? Yo, man, you in the mix with the Puerto Rican gangster, DJ Racer. Yo, break it down to him, D.
What's up, Troy, my man? I love that. That shit was dope. I love it, man. When I listened to it like 3 times, my wife was like, "You listening to that again?" I'm like, "Yeah, I will." Oh man, my brother Troy, man. Let me tell you.
Let me tell you something real quick before you go ahead, man. I clown. Everybody who knows me, I clown. I mean, I anything that's like negative out there, I'll turn I'll clown it out. That's what I'm gonna do. That's just how I am.
Well, I gotta tell you that you're in the right show, because I'm a clown myself, and everybody that knows me knows I'm a fool, and that's the reason why I love this, man. So for everybody listening, so Troy was nice enough to send me a drop, and he's like, you know what? I can make another drop, but I don't know if your show's PG-13. And I'm like, hell no. We own our own stream. Send me that shit. And he sent it to me, and I was listening to it. I was in tears. I was busting up laughing. It was great, man.
Well, I'm glad you loved it, man.
I loved it.
I gave it to D. Marie first to make sure it's okay with her. Hey, you don't mind if I put this, I give this to DJ Racer? She goes, no, he's going to love it. Go ahead, send it to him. I'm like, okay.
No, that was good. And by the way, D. Marie, thank you for making this happen. When she contacted me to interview, I'm like, Troy Guy's a goddamn legend in this business. Hell yeah. So I want to thank you for coming on the show, man. It means a lot to me. And having you here, actually, it makes me feel really good. So, my brother, I want you to tell everybody how you doing, what you been up to, man. What's going on?
Oh, man, let's see. Lately, what I've been working on right now is I've been working on a new artist that's from Chicago. My girl, Lucy Love. She's also with Team DME, along with Jesse, Mark Milan, Diddle D, Boricua Posse. You know, all of us are all in Clear Touch, of course. We're all with Team DME, and she's coming out with her very, very first single. Her record debut is going to be on March 20th. The song is going to be played for the first time on Richie Show on the 15th, and then on the 17th, every DJ is going to be able to play it on the 17th. And I chose the 17th because that's my sister's birthday, the one who passed away just last year.
So my condolences, man. Sorry about that.
It's okay. That's okay. Thank you.
Yeah, man. So, and I see you, man, and all these artists. You know, we had George Anthony on, we had Benny, and we had Jay, and everybody's doing their thing. And I know you mentioned Clear Touch. I've had them on the show before. They're great, and you know, just having you around these guys, just it's great energy, and I'm sure you give them advice, and they follow, you know, what you do, and they see what you've done, and that's the key, is what you've done, because you've been there and you paved the way for everybody else. So it's appreciated, man. It really is.
Thank you. I mean, I'll be honest with you. When I started doing this song, when I started getting into the freestyle era, I wanted to really get into more so the R&B, but you know, me being not who I am, they're not necessarily going to accept a Filipino R&B singer back then. So, you know, I took a shot at freestyle, and lo and behold, that song became #1 here in Chicago, all across the country. And it was just basically paving the way for a lot of Chicago artists that came out, like Jesse B, you know, back then he was Legacy, Joel, Miguel Reyes, Law, Isaac, Rochelle, all these Chicago artists.
So, and I love to ask the artists that have been around for a long time, when you made this record, like Forever or More, for example, did you expect the record to become a hit like it did, or it was one of those things where you made it and you were like, God damn, this shit made it big?
You know what? no one really knows when a record's going to be a smash hit. No one does, because it's up to the audience or the fans who's going to make that the final decision whether or not it's going to be like it's going to resonate in their heads. But when I write a song, if I can get a 4-year-old to keep continuously singing the hook, I got a hit. So that's how I look at. That's how I write my songs. Of course, you know, you talk about past experience or future experience or present experience. I put that into my songs too. But at the same time, you know, I wasn't expecting it to be that big, or I wasn't even expecting it to even go, you know, worldwide, all across the world as far as for the song is concerned. So yeah, it surprised the hell out of me.
So so now we're gonna get a little bit to the to the new school a little bit later, but now I kind of want to keep it what what you did in the past with all the artists that you've been on stage with. What's the not the one, but what is the one artist that you just watch perform and you're like, wow, like, and you felt like you had to do something with this person even though it never happened, and it just absolutely just blew your mind.
In what genre? You talking about
Freestyle,
freestyle? You
yeah,
talking about
freestyle,
R&B?
the freestyle genre.
Okay, yeah. So, it was George Lamond. I mean, pretty much everybody looked up to him, who he was, what he has done, what he has accomplished, what he has placed amongst us all other freestyle artists out there. That's just trying to make it in the industry. I never thought, like I said again, I never in my wildest dreams ever thought that my song would be where he was at as far as for like being radio play all across the world or basically the country itself. So yeah, I mean, I was shocked too, but getting to that level where George Lamond was at with my song and everything, it was the greatest high. I'm telling you, it was the best thing that ever, especially when the song got one that got played on radio for the first time. I was like, what the shit is this?
You were like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Who the hell is it? Who's singing that song? Child, who's singing that song? It wasn't that. I wasn't sure it was you. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I felt.
And then when you heard it, you were like, God damn, that better be me. Nobody better have stolen my song. Because back in the day, you came out with a good song, and next thing you know, somebody else is singing it. You know that.
Oh, my goodness. And then when you do shows and they're singing your song and you don't even have to sing it at all, I was like, yeah, you made my damn show easy. Sing it. Sing. I ain't got to raise my voice. Go ahead. Take the microphone, girl. Go ahead. Be with your man self.
Now, let me ask you, Forever Amor, how many people have actually, and I know you have a reggaeton version, with Dino Latino, but before that or even after that, how many people have tried to kind of sample it and you were like, hell no, it's not going to happen?
Oh, man, quite a few. Quite a few have tried to put it together. And, and the thing about that, it was like a lot of people have told me about it. And they always tell me the same thing. I always hear all the time. It's like, my voice is unique. It's not, you can distinguish it very well as far as how you sing it and so on and so forth. So anybody else who tries to mimic what you have and so on and so forth, it doesn't have that same flavor. It's just like me trying to sing George Lamond's song. It's not going to have that same flavor because, George Lamond has that unique voice.
Absolutely.
And for anyone to try to mimic what he has or how he presents things, it's uncomparable. I would say the only person that would even come close to coming close to him would be George Anthony. But other than that, I mean, George Lamond is in a platform by himself as far as for what he's done.
Now that brings up a good point. So I know you're working with Lucy Love, and I can't wait for that. The track is fire. But when you put Jesse B and you put George Anthony, you put all these guys in a room together, who will you absolutely love to work with? And I'm not trying to, make you spill the beans or nothing, but who will you absolutely love to work with?
Well, I'll be honest, I am going to be doing a track for Jesse B. Okay, I am going to be writing him a song. I'm finishing up the track right now for Mr. Mark Milan. So he's got a track right now that's. You've heard the song Lucy Love, right? You heard the song itself, like What Must I Do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you know how different it is compared to a typical freestyle song, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wait till you heard Mark Milan. See, my flavor is I add like a Timbaland, R&B, and then freestyle all in one. That's what I'm doing. Now, is anyone else doing it out there? Maybe. I don't know. But I want to try to push it to where, you know, I want this genre to not just be stagnant. I want this genre to go up to where it is being liked by every race. You're talking about white, Latino, black, Asian, you know, basically anybody that's out there. I want them to love this genre. But if we are just continuously like keeping with the same type of beats and music, this genre is just going to stay stagnant. Granted, don't get me wrong, a lot of songs out there right now are great, okay? But they're keeping that same, old school, somewhat new school flavor to it. Spice it up. If you can spice it up a little bit more, be aggressive or be more what's cutting edge as far as for what the music is. If your music is like that, then maybe it will move up into the commercial side again. You never know.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's everybody can make records, right? It's easy. You go to the studio, you invest a little money, you make a record. But the main thing here, it's not so much selling the record digitally, because we both know that you're not going to get rich off of that. But you want the song to go mainstream, right? And then for mainstream, you want to do the shows, and then when you do the shows, that's when you're going to get paid. And I'm speaking from a guy that plays the music all the time, and I see that happening. I can see some of these songs going mainstream. I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know the first one to go out there and do it, but I can't wait. It's gonna be magical.
Yeah, here's the thing. Stevie B, he's doing his thing. He knows he knows what it takes to get out in the mainstream. He's been there before, like myself, and same with George Lamont. I've been in the mainstream, like Jesse B. He's been in the mainstream too, So it's basically what the audience are gonna capture based on what your song is about. And granted, nowadays the music in mainstream commercial songs right now, it's got to be popish, but at the same time, it's got to be like different that they've never heard before. So. Like for instance, you can't really put Forever More right now on mainstream because it's the kids nowadays can be like, what the hell is this? But if you put it to where what they're listening to now and add a little flair to it, they might. But I'm not saying it's gonna work. But you're never gonna know if you don't try.
Absolutely.
So
you got to go for it.
Yeah, exactly. And the way I see it right now is like a lot of producers want to be play it safe. And they just want to keep the same rhythm, keep the same beat, keep the same lyrics, keep the same melody, the whole nine guys. When you keep playing it safe like that, it's gonna go nowhere. I like to go over the edge and just make it different. Instead of making a square box, I want to make the box into an octagon. That's just me. So
absolutely. So I want to play a song for the fans so they can listen.
Okay.
And get a little feel of, everybody knows, but what you've done. So the first song I'm going to play is Inside Your Love. Do you want to briefly tell a little bit about it?
Games of Love. Wow. Okay. So Games of Love was recorded way back when in Inside Your Love? Did you say Inside Your Love or Games of Love?
Let's go with Games of Love.
Okay.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
All right. So I'm sorry, man. So Games of Love. Back then, the name of the song was called "Don't Pass Up My Love," so we changed it up and we came to "Games of Love." And nowadays, I had a rapper, and of course I changed it around. But man, I don't know if I should tell you this. This is
come on, hey Troy, ya empezaste. You gotta keep going now. Let's go.
Okay. I wrote this song in the toilet. That's what I did, man. I wrote it nice. It was coming to me, and I wrote the damn song right there. Yes, "Games of Love" is one of my best songs that I like. It was supposed to be a song before "Forever More," but "Forever More" came out first, and then "Games of Love" afterwards. But yeah, here's the song, "Games of Love" by Desire.
Here we go.
Music Lovers Radio.
I see you out there, Richie Rich. What's up, my brother? Welcome to the party.
still are.
DJ Racer, the Puerto Rican gangster. You're tuned in to the #1 source for freestyle music. It's the Freestyle Radio.
24/7. All about that feel-good music.
Kick it.
24/7.
let me
Troy,
put
you
some
know when I do
lyrics to it.
interviews, I like to play the whole song so people can hear the edits, the beat, the whole setup.
JJ Floyd did that. Double J production. He did all the edits on that song.
That was dope, man. So now, can we talk about Inside Your Love?
What's that? I never heard that song. What the heck? What that is?
Is the other song that came after Forever Amor. That one.
Inside Your Love. Let's see. Of course, I was trying to do something different again, but back then I guess I was way ahead of my time trying to create that song. That song right there. Of course, it was It was one of the songs that I wrote for this one girl that she wanted something special, but it was. If you guys paid attention to the lyrics, it's a very sexual song. So it's about making love to a woman, you know, giving her the satisfaction that a man can give her, you know, giving her a little something.
And
Yeah,
you know what?
okay. Yeah, but yeah, that's how it is. Just the word itself. Inside Your Love. Go ahead, DJ Mason. Do your thing, man.
Hey, Troy, do you speak Tagalog?
Get out of here. What you know about that?
So let me tell you, a lot of my friends, including my neighbors, are Filipino. I only know how to say 2 words in Tagalog, just 2 words.
Oh shit. Okay, what it be?
Putang ina mo
Motherfucker.
and bacala. That's all they taught me, man. That's all they taught me, man. And I know exactly what it is, and I know it's bad. But that's the type of friends I got.
Bakla is gay.
Yeah,
Huh?
exactly.
All right, let me tell you a little story what I did to this one dude. I'll make this quick. There was one time, there was a Filipino bowling league, and I was in the Filipino bowling league. One of the guys was he was Mexican, and he wanted to be, he goes, hey, Troy, do me a favor, man. I want to learn how to speak Tagalog. And I go, okay. He goes, can you teach me something? I said, okay, cool, I will. Say this to somebody out here. I told him, I go, masarap ang titi mo. He goes, okay. He goes, what does that mean? I goes, you bowl great. So he yells it out to the president of the bowling league while he's about to bowl, and he said, Rene, masarap ang titi mo. And he smiled, and everybody in the bowling alley just dropped their ball and started laughing on the ground. And he goes, Troy, what the hell did I just say? I go, dude, you just told the president of the Filipino club that his dick tastes good, and you smiled.
You're lucky you didn't get his ass whooped. And see, and that's the type of friends I got. They tell me to say all this nasty stuff, but they won't teach me like the any of the good stuff.
He goes, that's it, Troy. I'm never fucking learning shit from you again. That's it. I'm done. I go, you should know better. You know how I am. He goes, yeah, now I know. Okay, I'm never gonna learn from you again. But yeah, that was my story right there. So anyway, this song, Inside Your Love, is a very sexual song. So if you look, the first verse goes, the first time I made love to you, heaven love took me by surprise. Emotions of love fill the air with all the passion that burns inside. Now, resonate on that just a little bit, what it really means. So go ahead and play Inside Your Love.
Let's go. Inside Your Love.
Por favor, no esperemos más.
I'm going to make you climb much higher when I'm inside your
Cierra tus
love.
ojos. Toma mi mano y sígueme al cuarto.
If I don't make you climb much higher, I'm taking some
Al
Viagra.
cuarto. Desnuda tus
The blue
sentimientos.
The blue, yellow, and green. I don't care if I make rainbow between my titties. I am.
Skittles, Skittles, Skittles.
Vas a borrar el silencio con tu voz y llena
What
el
happened
aire
to
de
Shamrock
tus
tonight?
When I'm inside your love, yeah, baby. I'm gonna make you feel my desire. When I'm inside your love. The first time I made love to you, your heaven love took me by surprise. Emotions of love fill the air with all the passions that burns inside. Una noche de fantasía. My nature rises only for you. With every heartbeat of your love, baby, you're
Extreme Mix Radio.
Worldwide rock station. You're in the mix. In the mix. On Classic 407. 407. Banging. All the hits.
I'm gonna make you climb much higher when I'm inside your love. Yeah. I'm gonna make you feel my desire when I'm inside your love. Girl, I know when I look in your eyes, we'll be making sweet love without no way. Yeah. Your every wish I love to command with pleasures of love.
Man, that was awesome, man. So we've learned two things today from Troy. One, he made a song in the toilet, and two, this one was totally about all up in her. So that was awesome. We see, this is what these interviews are about: is getting to know the artist and getting to know why you do the things you do, man. That was dope.
Tasting the rainbow.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, so before we talk about Forever Amor, because that's the song that everybody wants to hear, tell me a little bit about the Concord Music Hall in 2019 in Chicago.
The what? You got chopped off.
The Concord Music Hall in Chicago, 2019. Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, you got to repeat what you just said because you got cut off because I didn't hear what you said to me.
All right, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, Verizon. Go ahead.
All right, before we get into Forever Amor, let's talk a little bit about what you did over at the Concord Music Hall in 2019 in Chicago. Tell me a little bit about that.
All right. What I like to do is always something different in the show. I don't like just going up on stage and just singing the song and performing like that. I like to do something always different. So what I created and I told Kelly was that my first agenda was that I wanted to get a grand piano on stage, play the grand piano, and sing Forevermore in a very ballad style. That was my first intention. Unfortunately, she couldn't bring a grand piano on stage, and I decided to get one of my band members to play the song with me. So I told my guitarist to play, and I told the saxophone to play the song. We practiced it, and I sang it balladeer style. I just turned Forevermore into a love song, slow song. Is
there anywhere that you have that on video where the fans can see it?
It's on YouTube.
Ah, that's what I'm gonna do after this. After this, I'm gonna start logging in, and then I'm gonna post it everywhere.
Yeah, well, thank you. But that's what I did. I mean, I wanted to do something different. And plus another thing, too, is that when I did the show, Lucy and I sang Forevermore, and I sang Games of Love, Inside Your Love, with one outfit. And then Fabian came out and kind of like, juiced up the next song, which is Forevermore, and the slow version wise, went backstage, changed into a different outfit, and then came back on with suit and tie and fedora hat, and I sang a slow jam.
That's dope. That's dope. Now, so when you made it into a ballad, did people react to it? Did they accept it, or were they looking at you like, no, we want to hear the freestyle version?
Actually, here's what happened. So the song basically started out with just like the guitar playing, and I was just ad-libbing to the guitar, and they had no clue what was going on until the saxophone player started playing. Dun, da, da, dun, 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 da, da, dun, dun, dun. That's when they already knew that it was Forevermore, but in a slower version. And then I came out and I sang the slower. I sang it slow, like I was serenading to, everyone on all the females in the audience and everything else. And then when I got to the hook of Forevermore, I mean everybody in the crowd started singing Forevermore on it, and like my boys, Jesse, Diddle, Fabian, they all call me the Johnny Gill of freestyle because I growl. I put so much soul and R&B into how I sing it, slow jams, and you don't hear someone singing Forever with a growl sound into it. And that's what I did.
That was awesome. Now, so you're Filipino. Have you ever performed in the Philippines?
I was, when Forevermore was getting hot, I was brought out there to the Philippines, and they wanted me to sign in the Philippines, but they wanted me to stay there and record music down there perform music down there and do movies down there, but I was supposed to stay there for 7 years and I couldn't leave. So I said, no, I ain't doing it. So I did a show in the Philippines, and I was the headliner in the Philippines, and it was packed. But that was the only show I did. That was way back in 92.
That's dope, man. I mean, that's we mentioned that a little earlier. That's what it's all about. We could get this music internationally. That's what it's all about, man. And places like Brazil, London, Germany, they love freestyle music over there. You know, when I go on my radio station and you get to click and see which countries are listening, even Japan tunes into the freestyle radio. It's crazy.
Well,
it's real crazy.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it is. Here's the thing. I did a show in France, I did a show in Germany, and I did a show in England. And I did not know how many people really loved freestyle out in that area. And it was, oh my gosh, it was, like I said, touring the U.S. was great, but touring internationally, woo! I'm telling you, that's a world, that's a different world right there that I was going to. It was awesome. I mean, it was packed too. I had no idea what the fuck they were saying, but it was awesome.
Who cares? You're like, just throw me the money. I don't care what you're saying. I'll sing, you pay me. That's it.
I mean, I went to the Philippines and they were singing my Forever Amor with the F's or P's. So they were singing Forever Amor. Y'all need to just stop.
That's awesome. So without further ado, here we go. Forever Amor.
What we're gonna do right here is go back, way back into time.
You can't do any of that.
Girl, don't let this love just slip away. The feelings that I feel for you will always stay this way. You turn my world around, and baby, love is what you find. Only you and I will hold the hands of time. I just keep in mind the words what I'm about to say to you. My heart will flow with ecstasy for something that is true. I don't turn your back away, I'll look you straight into your eyes and let you know how much I love you. This love will never die. Forever amor. Ooh, baby, tonight, the night I want you for myself. Forever amor. Ooh, baby, tonight, the night I want you for myself. Forever amor.
The Puerto Rican gangster.
That our love was meant to be.
It's okay. Starts with
I love you, girl, with all my heart. Please never go away. Forevermore.
Together we will be. Boy, I'm crying for your love.
Forevermore.
For all eternity.
I love you.
Troy, thank you for giving us that song, man. That song took us way back. It put us through so many memories, and it took us down memory lane. Thank you for that, man. You are a magnificent artist, man. I hope you keep doing what you're doing, man. And I hope you keep leading these young artists down the right path. Jesse B, that's like my brother right there. I love that guy. We were actually able to meet in person and hang out. Him and his sister are amazing people. You got yourself a great squad, man.
We will. I mean, I'm looking forward to meeting you one day. Let me just touch up a couple things. On March 15th, the song is going to be debuted on Richie Rich's show, March 15th, Sunday. And then March 17th, you are going to be playing you're going to be airing it out already on March 17th. So all the DJs are going to be playing it March 17th. And then March 20th, Lucy will be doing her record release debut at Stereo Nightclub in Chicago. And then I got to say this because I told Dee Marie I was going to say this to her. So March 28th, Vegas in Griffith, Indiana with House Radio Live featuring us, Classic House Radio, DJs Fernando, Bobby O, DJ Lorenzo Guest. And then April 11th, Milwaukee. But I do want to say this, though. I am very proud of the artists that came out today as far as for the songs are concerned. GA, my boy, Shy doing his thing, and Bennie Velez doing their thing. I hope them. I wish them well success in the music in this genre and so on and so forth. And then Jesse B, of course, he's doing his thing. Like you said, he's popping out real good with that song right there, and he's coming out with his new single too.
Oh yeah. I love Jesse B. That guy's really humble, man. I can't say nothing wrong about Jesse. That's my man. He knows it. He's on here. Him and I go way back, and we're going to stay in touch, and we're just going to do things together. We're going to kill this. I just want to see new school freestyle just evolve, and just I don't want to use the word take over, because that's wrong. The legends still got to do their thing, but I hope it evolves and becomes so much bigger. And again, I want this to go internationally, and I want it to go mainstream.
Well, you know what? Like I said again, I'm not saying I'm the Messiah, nor am I saying that my songs are going to make it there. But I'm doing my best to try to push the new freestyle that's out there. Because once you guys get a hold of Lucy's song, then you guys are going to hear Mark Milan's song, and then you're going to hear a song with me collaborating with someone which you guys will soon know. But I'm not going to mention any names at all. But man, Mark Milan's song, it's got so much, I don't know. I call this my style of music right now that I'm creating. I call it freestyle funk. Now, is it gonna move forward and be that way? I don't know, but that's just my way of doing it, because I want my shit to be funky, so funky that James Brown would come out of his damn grave and say, "Woo,
goddamn, hot foot."
That motherfucker can just damn. Oh shit, have mercy, chicken my nipples. Okay,
Hey,
but anyway,
so-
yeah, that's.
So what you do is you take Mark Milan, right? You give him the song, and then you teach him the dance steps, and he's got to do that spin and land on the splits. Boom, that's it. It brings it all back.
No, what really is going to happen is, I just got to light a fire in his ass, and that's basically James Brown right there. Mark Milan Brown. That's all we're going to call him, MMB.
I love it. I love it. So what I want to do now is I want to talk a little bit. So we've talked about music. We talked about the artists you're going to be working with. Let's talk a little bit about Dee Marie. Dee Marie Entertainment. She started, and I saw her on Facebook, and she had Jesse B, and now she's got so many, and she's expanding. And from my understanding, is you're a partner with her. So tell me a little bit about Dee Marie Entertainment.
Oh man, this woman is just like nonstop. Really, I mean, just like literally nonstop. She's like consistently working with the artists, trying to promote them, trying to get them to where they need to go. The platform she's trying to provide for all of us. She's just making it happen. I mean, people would try to create flyers, and like I did, because I was generic. But anyway, she would create flyers that, don't laugh. That ain't funny. I'm just letting you know.
It's
So,
funny.
so I created this flyer, and I was doing it for Lucy Love to promote her and everything else, and then she outdoes me. I mean, who does that? Dee Marie does. So she created this flyer for Lucy Love, and it just blew me away. And I just like, girl, I'm not even gonna be on it anymore. I'm just gonna let you do it because you have that, that touch to just make it just come at you and just slap you in the face with your weenie. But that I let her do that thing. So my thing, I told her, I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna concentrate on music, writing the lyrics, vocally arranging it, everything, the whole 9 yards and everything else. So that's what I'm just saying. But Dee Marie, oh man, she's grabbing these artists, old school and new school, and just making it happen for them. And I think that's just a step beyond what people out, management agents should start doing for their clients, or for their artists, because artists can. One person of an artist can't do it by themselves. If you have 1, 2, 3 people helping you out, you can get more. You can captivate more people in the audience than just being yourself and doing it yourself. That's my opinion.
That's totally true. Everything you said is true. And having you on her side is just an extra step. It's amazing. I see big things. So this is what I want to do. I want to give my shout outs. Then I'm going to hand the microphone over to you so you can give your shout outs. So I want to thank the Freestyle Radio, Music Lovers Radio, SGR Records, Vibe 24/7, Do Heart Music Entertainment, Classic 407, Extreme Mix Radio. We got UBM, Canadian Freestyle Music and more. Freestyle Free for All, Say Louder Promotions, Bella Fedora Entertainment, and we got Cola Promotions. Tonight, we're streaming off of 6 different stations. We got a lot of people listening, a lot of people in the chat room. Everybody has so much love and respect for you, and I want you to take this time and just give out your shout-outs.
Man, okay. First, I'll give my shout out to my girl, Lucy Love. She's going to be doing her thing, and I know she's nervous, and she's going to get them butterflies out of her belly and everything, but I'm pretty sure she'll get it done. She's got an amazing voice. I'm going to give a shout out to my crew. You're talking about Jesse B, Chicago. You're talking about Mark Milan. You're talking about Diddle D. No one uses their last name anymore. All they use is BCA Key. I'm the only one face. What the shit? And people don't even use their real names, So yes, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Troy. Last name is Guy. So I'm going to give a shout out to Diddle D. Richie Rich, has a first name and the last name, which is the same. But that's cool. I like that. And then you got Diddle D. I already said that, right? I did say that, didn't I? Yes, I did. So, yes. And then a shout out to my boy, GA. He's doing his thing. A shout out to Jay Mazur. He's doing his thing. He's running around all over the place, man. Who else am I shouting? Nasty Boys. Edwin Vasquez. Of course, the DME and DME Music, just doing their thing. Dee Marie's helping me out, man. I don't have my shit written out like the way you have yours written out. I'm just doing it by CRS. Can't remember shit. So
wait, but how do you know I got my shit right now?
Hold on. Huh?
How do you know I got my stuff right now? Maybe I'm talking all from the head. How do you know that?
Well, come on now, Dan. You know damn well you in the 40s, 50s. You ain't got a memory like you used to have before.
I can't remember nothing.
Man, that's what I said, man. You got to take that memory pill because you got CRS just like me. Yeah, you know what? There is one person I did forget. The boy's going to be coming out with a single this year. Don't know when, but he will be coming out, and that's another Chicago freestyle artist, Fabian, who back then I produced. He had a group out there called Scenario. It was 2 guys and 2 girls. He's coming out as a solo artist. He's going to be doing his thing. Right now, he's hosting shows for Kelly Reyes, and that's another shout out to Kelly Reyes, #1 promoter in Chicago. She's doing her thing too. She's rocking it all over the U.S. right now with the Diva Tour. So, am I missing anybody? Can you guys? Oh, gotta get. You know what? My #1 shout out and most of all, God, who has given me this talent, who has given me the blessings to give the music that the people want to hear, and touch me to where I can give the love that I have through my music, through my voice, and through my performances, and give it all to the people out there too.
Absolutely, man. And I want to thank Dee Marie again for making this happen. And I want to tell Dee Marie, you guys now have a family. Anything you need from us. I mean, today was an exceptional night. We had Shy, we had George Anthony calling, we had Bennie Velez, and then we had you, the legend of freestyle, come and bless us with an interview. You're part of D Marie. So D Marie, Troy, you guys need anything from us, hook up with Shirley. I would love to get Lucy Love on the show, interview her, and if you're telling me she's nervous, I love that. I love the fresh meat. Bring her on. We'll interview her. We'll interview her. We get those nerves away from her, man. We'll get them out.
We'll set it up where it did too. I also want to thank Dancer V too for also supporting me throughout this thing, and she's part Filipino too. And by the way, I forgot to mention this real quick. I want to thank everybody for giving me the love and support during the times when I was going through it last year with my mom and my sister. I was so touched by everyone, like giving me the love and support and giving me just keeping my spirits up and keep me going as far as what was going on. Because when my mom and my sister left me, I was ready to just let it all go and just forget about the whole thing and just, but I had my friends with me, I had my fans with me, and I had my family with me that just kept me strong and just kept me pushing forward to what I need to do with my music and everything else.
Awesome, man. And like
then, of course, and the DJs, you know what? If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for you, Richie Rich, and all the other DJs that was out there, Tim Schomer in Chicago. If it wasn't for all you guys, I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't be doing this interview right now with you because I'd be nobody.
But let's keep it real. See, as a DJ, we wouldn't be able to play the music if you didn't make the music. So, ditto to you, man. Thank you for doing everything that you've done.
And then the last thing I want to say is, of course, the fans. The fans are the ones who make who we are today. They make who you are, and they make who I am, and they make who the music is today. So if it wasn't for them, also, they are the ones who get the credit the most because they're the ones who's keeping freestyle alive, And I'll be honest with you, freestyle would not be freestyle right now if it wasn't for them always trying to listen to it, purchasing the songs, getting the streams, and just constantly keep playing it and playing it to their kids. We just the number one. We just got to get rid of.
No. You know what I love? I love when I go to freestyle concert and you got all these, old folks, and I'm including myself in it. I'm an old folk too, and they come dressed like they going to church, man. They come in their Sunday's best, and they got the snakeskin shoes, and they're like, blah, play me something.
Yes, baby, that's how it works, baby. Because when you go to when you go to church, you got to dress up. But when you go to a freestyle concert and you dress like that, for what? It doesn't really matter anymore because it's just. You just gotta do your thing, We only have one life to live, and that's no soap opera free, but just to let you know that. But we only have one life to live, and we just gotta make it happen and make it just do it. How many more years we have left in this world? We don't know yet. You don't know when your time's up.
Absolutely.
So just do your thing, drop all the negativity, and just love your brothers and sisters because we are one brothers and sisters when we get up there and meet our maker. That's all that matters.
Absolutely. Once again, Troy Guy, thank you so much, man. You are an awesome guy. I'm so glad we got to talk. If you ever need this platform again, I got you. Just go out to Shirley. She handles my schedule. Let her know when you want to come on, and we'll make any artist you have. We'll make it happen. D. Marie, you guys, your family now.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me. And God bless you. And thank you again for everybody for showing up and listening to the station today.
Awesome. Thank you
Have
so much.
Weekend.
Okay. Bacala.
What the?
Have a good weekend, Troy.
I'm about to whoop your ass next time I see your ass. Come on. I'll bring your shit, motherfucker. Bye.
See you later, man. Have a good weekend. Bye.
You too.
All right, guys. There we go. That was Troy Guy.